What is Agile? To summarize here, Agile is a mindset. It's this way of thinking that we were just talking about, right? Described by 4 values, the values of the Agile Manifesto. I'll let you guys look at those later. We won't go into that right now. Defined by 12 principles, again from the Agile Manifesto. And here's the key: manifested, displayed, used by teams in unlimited number of ways. The moment you limit the number of practices and say, here are the Agile practices, you have iterations, stand-ups, retros, and whatever. Wait a minute. So if those don't work for me and I'm trying something new, does that make me not Agile? No, of course you can still try something new. That's why I say the definition is it's unlimited practices. Invent and discover new practices. Just like we talk about this culture of learning and experimentation around products, it's also around process and what we do. Now, what's important to understand when you hear terms like Scrum or XP or SAFe or whatever you hear, right? Those are bundles of practices that come together that add value, that are like a recipe. Here's a way to get started. But there's no one recipe for all of cooking, right? It's just a recipe, right? Does that make sense? Now, what's important is this: the being versus the doing of Agile. The doing of Agile is when you focus on the rituals, the practices, the 2-week iterations, the retrospective, the user stories, the backlog grooming, all these rituals, those things, those are just practices. What's more important is the being. I tell people, if nothing changes for your org, for your team, for you, except that you do different things, then you haven't changed. Because this change is about this. It's about mindset. It's about how you think. It's about taking risks, being courageous, creating an environment where it's safe for people to speak up. It's safe for people to try new things, where leaders are vulnerable, where we learn quickly and fastly together. That is what this is about. The practices should be in service of that. Not we're doing the practices and we're still afraid to fail and afraid to learn and afraid to do all things. That's useless. That's not the goal.